it's October 1st, so it's officially okay to pull out all the Halloween decorations. Thank you, thank you. So tonight we're going to make a beautiful Happy Halloween sign. This is a big sign. It is 18 by 24. Really impactful, nice and bright with the white chalk. Lots of different things you can do with this sign. As far as colors go and combinations, I've seen it done in all in white. I've seen it done multicolored, tie-dye, all kinds of different techniques that you can do with this. But this is kind of your classic, simple Halloween sign, which is what we're going to do tonight. So let's get started. So this is a really big transfer. So my caution in really big transfers is, if you've watched my other videos, you know, don't stick the backs of your transfer together because it's not pretty. So you lay your transfer down upside down, opposite of what, you know, kind of common sense says you should do. You pull it off backwards. So you pull the backing off of the transfer. And what happens this way is the static cling doesn't pull the transfer up with it. And, see, sometimes it's better to go faster. Now, one thing I haven't shared with you guys, I realized the other day, is the backing, your backer. This is what you store your transfer on. But there's two different very significant sides to it. One is shiny and one is more dull. Make sure you write on the back of it so you know which side is the back, because you don't want to put it on wrong or you won't get it back off. But this is how you store your transfers. It's what keeps the longevity of them and makes them usable over and over again. So make sure you write it on the back and keep it, because you don't want to throw it away. So we're going to put this big beautiful transfer down. Now this is, I'm putting it on a Chalk Couture board. So one of the nice things I don't have to do when I use a Chalk Couture board is I do not have to wax, because they're made for our transfers. So I don't have to wax. Waxing sounds intimidating. Trust me, it's not. It's just an additional step that you do to save your the longevity again of your transfer. So this is a big transfer, so I am going to put it down carefully to get all the air bubbles out. And sometimes you have to lift up corners and kind of push the air out, because it's harder on the bigger ones to get it down in all one fell swoop. So, you know, you kind of get the bubbles in it as you go. What bubbles mean is when you have a bubble in your silk screen, you get a bleed in your chalk. Usually fixable, not so fixable when you're doing this on ink, and this would be gorgeous on a pillow, which you could most definitely do with the inks. We should do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this on a pillow, and then you guys can see it. But so here, an example. Back here is a pillow that I did. It's the Happy Fall pillow. And all you do is, instead of using chalk, you use the inks and heat set it. And I have a Cricut Easy Press, which is how I heat set. Otherwise, you do not need fancy stuff to heat press this. You can use it on iron. And then that makes it where you can put it in a washing machine if you use the ink. That's a whole different topic, though. Tonight we're talking about chalk. So I'm putting my transfer down and making sure I have no air bubbles. Now, this transfer has all kinds of little tiny lines in it. So if you want to get courageous, you can do all kinds of different colors on this transfer. This transfer is a little bit of my nemesis. I've made this transfer a few times and given up and washed the board off. Not because it was difficult, but because I wasn't working fast enough, so my chalk dried. But I will show you what to do, because I'm sure we're going to have that happen tonight. And I'm going to use the big boy squeegee, which should actually speed up the process. So what happens is, chalk is chalk, right? It dries quickly. It's not super wet. So you just want to be careful and work quickly. If it dries, when you go to pull up your transfer, the chalk comes with it. But if you're careful, when you pull it up, you can kind of see that happening, and then you just kind of lay it back down. You get a little tiny bit of water on your finger, go over it to re-moisten it, and you should be able to fix the problem. It's just being conscious and not just ripping when you're done, especially when it's a big one like this. Okay, so I'm just making sure. The other thing that happens when you have an air bubble is you can hear a little crunch sound when you put your squeegee over it. So again, if you go slowly with your finger, you can hear that. It just saves you some steps and pretty much gives you flawless chalking. So I'm just going to do this very similar to the one that I showed you already. I'm going to do it in white, orange, and green. The orange is called orange peel. There's more than one orange, so that you know. And I'm going to use garden herb, which isn't the bright green. It's some very, very pretty, almost like an evergreen color. So you'll see it here in a minute. But the other thing that I've learned with big transfers like this when I'm doing multiple colors is start where I think I'm going to have the least amount of chalk, because, the most amount of chalk, because what happens then is there's less likelihood of it drying, because the little areas are the parts that get you. So I'm going to start with the white. So I have my chalk, and you stir it up, okay? You want it to be a yogurt, sour cream consistency, and you just put it down on your transfer. Now I have way too much on here. But you just squeegee off the excess and you put it right back in the container. So you ready for the big boy? Check him out. Oh my gosh, he's awesome. This guy goes fast. Wow, love this guy. I don't often do really, really big transfers, so it's kind of fun to watch him. He works amazing. The other thing that he does is he doesn't leave a lot of lines in the chalk. Wow, he is cool. I don't know why I don't use him more often. Okay. Oh, this is going fast. Okay, so I'm putting it all over where I want white, being careful not to get the areas that I don't want white, because I'm going to do the green and I'm going to do the orange in them. I'm going to hope I'm not going to regret having squeegeed most of this off already. I'm going to put him down. And again, I'm going to move very quickly, let's use a little one, to my little green stems, because I don't want my white to dry. Trying hard not to get the chalk in the other colors. All that does is it gives you a little bit of, color mixing, which sometimes actually turns out pretty cool. I made a mistake one time on, I'll show you, the Charming Witch one, where I got a little bit of the orange in the devil word, and it happened to be the horns of the devil. And now ever since then, every time I've made that transfer, which is a very, very popular transfer, I've purposely done it because it looks so cool with the tips of the horns as orange. But I don't really think these little pumpkin guys are going to look so cute if they're green. So we're going to just quickly move again. Got my green done. Moving on to my orange. Halloween is just such a fun holiday, I think, to decorate for. And a very popular holiday to decorate for. So I've made these signs a few times. Sold them at the craft fairs. This is another popular one. And it's fun because it's big and it's impactful and makes a really nice gift for somebody, because you can say, hey, I made this for you. And people kind of like that you took the time to, and as you can tell, it's not taking me a ton of time to do this. I'm going to get a littler one to get in these little parts here so I can avoid mushing my colors together. And I think what I'm going to do next after this one is I will do a Charming Witch one, so you can see that one, because it's really popular, and I have to say it's the cutest darn saying. It says a Charming Witch lives here with her little monsters and her handsome devil. Super cute. Okay, got my squeegees out, I've got my lines out. I missed one little spot of white. Can you tell I have my squeegees in a different place than I normally do as you watch my hands keep flying across the screen? Because they're normally not over there. Okay, so let's see how we did. I've got chalk everywhere. I've got it squeegeed off. Okay, transfers, right? Don't pull your transfer from the corners. Pull it from the middle. Otherwise, you risk stretching it. and then your silk screen, we did a good job, your silk screen stretches, and then it makes the bubbles, and then those bubbles you can't always fix. I'm going to stand up, sorry, because I need the leverage to get it off. Ooh, wow, we did a really good job on this one. Wow, you guys are my good luck charms. Okay, now this is a big transfer. Sorry, this is a big transfer. You don't want to look at my belly. I put it right in the water. I put them in upside down. I don't know why. I don't think it matters how you put them in the water. Carefully, so that as you're sticking it in the water, because my tub is smaller than my transfer, should have gotten a bigger one out, it doesn't stick to itself. Okay, so ready for the big reveal. Ooh, this one is so cute. Look at that. How cool is that? Oh, this is a beautiful chalkboard. So I have one little spot over here. Can you see that? Where I got white. So I'm going to wait for him to dry. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Q-tip, my precision toothpick, and I'm going to get that off. And then I'll probably just take a, if it's, yeah, you probably will get a little in there. So then what I'll do is I'll take a little tiny paintbrush and I'll kind of fill them in. But that's it. Look at how cool that sign is. This is the Happy Halloween transfer. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great night.